Hello everyone, my name is Lance090 and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. I think we've mostly explored this zone. Suspicious there might be some kind of way to get down here. There's also a door that we can't go through down here.
Hey.
But let's go back upstairs and see what's up.
Alright then.
Also, I realized that I'm actually ahead level-wise.
Aye, right. No sense listening to that old bam pot. Damned Virago, not now!
Anyway, as I was saying, I'm actually a level ahead of the person I was watching play this. I don't know why it felt like he was getting more progress done on me. But he's not, so...
I felt Mayorwald's passing. You slew him.
He gave me no choice. Doleful was barking mad at him a favor. Several of them. Gave me no choice.
It saddens me to hear it. But part of me is grateful to no longer have to wait and worry in darkness. This place has always known its master, long as it's had one. It has a will all its own, which has little to do with the castle and much to do with the land it's built on. It looks to you as Mayorwald's successor now, whether you care for it or not. A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed. But in the right hands it could be so much more. If you had only seen it in its day. Will you stay?
I always wanted my own keep, even if it's a little cursed. Felt that same emanation of warmth and energy in the air. And it is yours, my lord. I cannot begin to tell you how glad that is. How good it is to know the keep is in capable hands once again. Suppose I should mention first that if you mean to travel to Defiance Bay for supplies, there's been a complication of a kind. Eastern Barbican collapsed decades ago, and Mayorwald never got around to rebuilding it. The road here is a dead end, and he got as far as gathering materials before he became preoccupied. I could make arrangements to have it repaired, if it is your will. When it ceased to be the previous master's will, it became powerless to do anything about it. For what I am, but the master's instrument. It would take time, but far less than finding another route to Defiance Bay. How do I repair the Barbican? What does being the master kind entail? What do you mean when you said this keep was cursed? Mayorwald set aside materials for the Barbican, and I know they're still available to you, and in the future, if you wish to make further repairs to the keep, you'll need coin for supplies and labor. What does being Master of K-Nu entail? Well, there are many responsibilities involved in maintaining a keep. The extent to which you wish to get involved is entirely up to you, of course. Part of the reason I am here to ensure things run smoothly in your absence, provided we have been given instruction. If you instruct me on which repairs you wish to conduct next, I will make the necessary arrangements. These may take some time to finish, but each will provide you with additional resources once they are complete. Given somewhere to place them, and we can hire tradesmen to provide you with supplies or ingredients. Repairing the keep will raise your prestige and draw both helpful individuals and unwelcome attention from bandits and opportunists. If we can raise the keep's security in turn, this will become less of a concern. You should know, however, that the position does come with some risk. Your name will grow in fame, and you must contend with the threats that keep. And then there are other things. Anything else, my lord? What do you mean when the keep was cursed? Mayorwald's curse was his own, a watcher curse, but his predecessors have not fared better. There is a presence within the keep, or rather far beneath it. At least such is the conclusion drawn by all who have come to this place, for what spirits still linger in the endless path often speak of a master below. Every effort to settle here has failed from the time of our Andean colonists and onward. Beasts rise from the endless paths until the new lord or lady is no more. The one who dwells below this master does not tolerate rivals, it seems. I have seen from time to time intrepid explorers descend till they claim to the answers they claim, but none return. This is a force which has kept Kainua a barren ruin, robbed me of my hopes. The endless paths, that, my friend, is where I must go, and where we must go. If you will go with me, whatever devils lie beneath, I think too what knowledge we will find. Perhaps this master speaks Adiran. The endless paths, who is the master below? Not the master, but am I not the master, Kainua? Endless paths of Old Nuan. That is the name given to the labyrinth beneath the keep. The Earl. We were warned by the Galfanthans that this site was cursed, and there is a legend attached to it. Though at the time we thought nothing of it. The Romans were built, it is said, by a powerful Ingwithan named Adnua, ruled there until those people turned against him. They destroyed his endless paths and filled many of the upper tunnels with soil and stone. No one living knows how far down the tunnels stretch. A few who have ventured down there, and few who have ventured there returned. There is much talk of riches and treasure, and the promise of Ingwithian relics alone has drawn many fortune seekers to their deaths, I fear. Who is this master below? I cannot say with any certainty. I believe it must be tied to the man said to have been the architect of the endless paths. Ingwithian tyrant Anuath, some claim his spirit endures, or at least he has laid a curse upon the site. I cannot imagine what remains of his work, for the ruins have been here 1,000 years or more, but what is left is impressive. The Earl certainly thought so. You may have seen, while below, a hand of a great statue Anua constructed. Perhaps the statue is Anua himself. Am I not Master Kainua? Of course you are. The keep would have no other choice. Keep would have no other, but the endless paths are a different thing entirely. It is unfortunate, really, that they are so closely intertwined. Master below is not dealt with. There will always be a threat to the keep from within. I know as much to take in, but if you would remain, you would be lord of this place. I can only advise you seek out this foe before it destroys you. I have other questions. Yes, how can I help? Time to find this queen in the city of Defiance. You must know this queen you are looking for. Defiance Bay has no queen. The Miquans of Adir hadn't reigned there since the war. The only queen with any powers there is the Wodika. I am told they erected an exquisite temple in her honor there, but I was never able to see it. If you mean to go there, we can get started right away on repairing the Barbican. You'll need to tell me if you wish to do it, and I'll make the necessary arrangements. Our world kept a ledger as it happens. I happen to take the liberty of updating it. You could take a look if you wish. Let me see what repairs I can make. But I'll get it underway at once. Steward's voice belies a giddy excitement. No, my lord, that this is but the first and least of many great undertakings. The keep supported a great many buildings and servants for many years. If you should wish it, we can repair some of the outlying structures. These will bring you wealth and recognition, drawing people to your service. Rebuilding fences will keep your grounds from becoming overrun, as they did under Merwald's keeping. You should not choose all at once. I am pledged to your aid, so as long as you are master here, we shall always be linked. You need not step upon these grounds to speak with me. Wherever your travels may take you, you can take your own well known to me if you reach out. But first, of course, the Barbican. Eastern Barbican gate passages to the wooden panes, the crossroad between Kainua, Durfur, and Defiance Bay. Eastern Barbican bars past our invaders coming across the Eastern River. I didn't read that. Bright Hollow Restoration. I like to receive resting bonuses from spending the night in the Bright Hollow. Main Keep. Upgrading the Main Keep will allow you to repair your Great Hall, allowing visitors and adventurers to be available to you and your companions. The Bailey houses various necessities for keeping those strongholds self-sufficient. Building this upgrade will allow you to upgrade the grounds further. Hours of Kainua stand behind. There's a lot of stuff here. Very cool. I will be doing this. Let's see. Secure at the stronghold as time elapses. The higher your stronghold's prestige and the more positive events tend to be. However, high security is also important. It can help prevent theft and kidnappings. Adventures are opportunities for your companions and adventurers to earn experience while they aren't in the party. Visitors, so we can actually have more than 6 people in all together in our team. We just can only bring 6 with us. Visitors can affect security and prestige of the stronghold. While they are present, some events often even offer rare items sale during limited periods of time. Upgrades. Hirelings. Hirelings help defend your stronghold from expensive collateral damage in the unfortunate event of attack. They cost money to maintain, but their cost usually offsets the potential damage. Hirelings also contribute to the security and prestige of the stronghold, sometimes negatively. Okay, so let's fix this thing. Also gave us 2 security level. Oops. Restoration. As House watches over the walls near the stronghold, upgrading the village will provide a bonus to survival skill upon resting at the Bright Hollow, as well as provide access to the Warden, who offers high-level bounties. Woodland trails. Upgrading while we're at both constitutes an athletic skill when resting at the Bright Hollow. I'll do the Bright Hollow restoration just because I would like to be able to rest here if I arrive, but it'll take some time. Okay, so now we can explore the endless paths below. This guy wants to talk to me again.
Following your lead.
Oops.
I confess, I was hoping our meeting with Mayorwald would go a little differently. But then, you have gained an entire keep. I don't think I've seen anyone inherit land that quickly since Kyne the Younger read her father's will.
Did come to the Deerwood looking for a new home. Aristocrat requirement, not rent. Here's I am now. One of the gentry now. Wish I could have gotten through to him, benevolent. He was far gone, but don't worry, the past is there that we might learn from it. I'm sure we'll find more answers in Defiance Bay.
It will give you a base from which to go searching at least. And then, there are secrets beneath the keep yet. With you at the helm, it should be easier to explore the endless paths.
Hey. All right, then. Bit just like your breeches, scholar lad.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. I said nothing.
It just like Oh, I can talk to more people now.
That old watcher. I don't know what I expected, but it sure wasn't that.
You said you had some things you wanted to ask him.
Nah, well, it's kind of embarrassing now. I just got a dumb idea in my head is all. Don't know why I thought it'd work. It's funny. That's probably the first thing I got my hopes up for in, I don't know, years. At least I got that out of it.
What was it? Come on. I don't like suspense. There's no need to be embarrassed. I won't judge. You're going to ask him in front of me anyway. You might as well tell me now. Rational learn, but...
All right. Guess fair is fair, and you did bring me to see him. Those rumors back in Gilded Vale about my brother, Woden. About how he'd turned against us and fought for Icewind. Been on my mind for some time now. The thing about Woden was, he always knew what was right, and that's what he'd do. One day he set out to fight for Deerwood against a man claiming to be our god. So I knew that's what I had to do too. It was right. But hearing claims that he died fighting for Rayed Saris, that got me worried. Not that he'd chosen the wrong side, but that I had. Didn't seem right what Icewind had in store, but if he really was Aethys, I thought, maybe this old watcher would know how my brother died, so I could see if it was true. Like he could, I don't know, read it in my soul or something. Use our connection. Told you it was dumb.
And he asked me for help. I don't think it quite works that way. Right, he should be embarrassed. Guess because I didn't know you. It's hard to trust a stranger when he says he's a watcher.
Of course, I knew the truth deep down. A watcher's not psychic. I think I just had this idea, and the idea made me feel a certain way, and I didn't want to lose that.
Really, if I wanted to find out about my brother, I should be starting with watch. Shouldn't be starting with watchers. Should be starting with records. Why don't you? Took 15 years to figure this out. You should be prepared. There's no record of your... maybe no record of your brother's death. If there's anything written down about it, they'd have it in Defiance Bay. They got an archive at that palace.
You've done a lot for me already, but if you could see fit to pay that archive a visit with me, well, you know. Knowing my luck, the records clerk will go crazy and try to kill me. I'd feel better with you in there with me.
Right.
Huh?
You can also talk to this guy. Alof seems lost in thought. He flinches when you draw near, sucking in a sharp breath through his teeth.
What can I do for you?
Acting strange. You alright?
Of course. Merely processing some of the unusual things we've seen lately. And if Meyerwald is to be believed, it would seem you've an uncertain future ahead.
I don't know what to think. He was out of his mind. I don't place stock in ramblings of a lunatic. Rational. No point in speculating now. Situation more dire than I realized. We need to get to Lead and Key and fast. As a monster in the past lives, he got what he deserved.
Perhaps Defiance Bay holds the answers we need.
I want to discuss something else. Tell me about a deer. I've been gone for more than a year now, but I expect I'll always think of the forests and fields of a deer as home. We've thousands of years of history and tradition behind us. There's a sense of dignity and responsibility that comes with it. Of course, there's baggage as well. Our imperial past is still fresh in the minds of many, as you may have noticed here. It's been difficult to adjust to the Deerwood. People here are informal, hot-blooded. His mouth turns into a wry smirk, more attentive to insult than to duty. But as long as one avoids provocation, it's easy enough to get along. I've gotten accustomed to keeping my thoughts to myself anyway. Send me with quiet attentive. How may I be of service? How long were you in the Gilded Vale? Shrugs, fidgeting with the hem of his sleeve. Not much longer than you, as he saw, is hardly a haven that had been advertised. Any thoughts on what I should do next? Merwald urged you to seek these key agents in Defiance Bay, yes. If his condition is any warning, we should find them with all haste. That's all.
I shall.
Oops.
Of course.
I think this is the place we can rest. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, I was wrong. It might be like upstairs if you can fix the staircase. Nope. So I guess I have to completely repair that thing before I can sleep here. That's why I selected it. We need to stop in the Black Meadow because there's camping supplies here. Way down here.
Hello? Hello?
Gilded Vale.
Hail and well met.
Make a room, please. I think we might sleep in Deerwood's Pride this time. I kind of want this resolve boost before we go to attack the king. Alright, so we have extra resolve now.
Of course.
There's also a staircase here I haven't investigated. Maybe we should do that before we go anywhere else. I don't know if there's anything down here or not. Just figure we might as well take a look. Oh, there is. Man lies resting against the wall, lit by a dim illumination of the fading skies. His gaunt, fox-like aspect, his face is pale, damp with sweat, and one arm is held loosely against his side, sleeve slipped with blood. Gives you an anxious glance as you near, his features twisted in pain. Have a care if you mean to go in. He glances a look towards the doorway to his left. The place is not so empty as I thought. Looks up at Deer. Paying your respects, Ethusian. Managed to a pained grin. A little risky, isn't it? Think of what the townsfolk would say. Safer down here than up there, even with the rats as big as they are. Faint edge of hostility belies Eater's playful tone. Temple isn't what it used to be, probably for the best. Times being as they are. He groans and shifts position, wincing. I'm no looter, if that's what you're thinking. Not one of his types either. When jerks his chin toward the door. Just wanted to do some good, I suppose. Got my arm clawed up for it. He regards you really. Maybe you would have better luck. What happened to you? Trying to avoid the spiders. Ran into a scolder. May have gone a little better for me if the beast hadn't knocked the sword right out of my hand. Good blade too, probably was still lying there in the dust. But I'm not, so that's right. That's alright. It's not a bad wound, I think, it just hurts. What are you doing down here? There's rooms around us, used to be a temple of Euthus, the scattered god, a grand temple at that. His worshippers would come from all over the Deerwood, from Raid Saris even. Not so much from Raid Saris these days. Till the war, of course. Even then, you'd get some stubborn ones that wouldn't get it through their heads that the god was dead and gone. It was requirement not meant. Lord Raedric allowed them to worship. It's really time for a history lesson. Go on. Once the legacy started, Lord Raedric decided he'd been too lenient on the Ethusians. He has people go in and put them to the sword and left them down there buried under a heap of rock. After that, Raedric ordered the temple sealed. It's been years now. It's been years like that up until recently. Lord Raedric hopes if we rededicate the temple to a living god, then we'll be forgiven. The legacy will end. See? But until then, the temple is as you see it, unguarded, and that's where you come in. Those priests, maybe they didn't have a lick of sense between them, but they didn't deserve to go like that, chop down their god's own house. Doesn't sit right with me. You can get down there, find the remains, maybe we can finally give them a proper burial. No small task. There's coin in it for you if you need motivating. He lost cautious expression softens. A pleasant surprise to see that someone around here has a bit of respect for the dead. Find them. I take it you aren't supposed to be in here. Long dead, what does it matter if they're buried? Wait, you wanna bring me some skeletons? I'll find them. By the flame, I don't give you a good turn, but listen, the temple's been sealed off for so long, it's crawling with creatures. But if you get past them, the priests would have been down on the lower floor. They'll still be there if they're anywhere. He's had all kinds of secret chambers, switches and walls, trick sconces, that sort of thing. Keep an eye out and take care down there. Wouldn't want to have to send someone else after your remains. I'll wait here by the stairs and keep a lookout. Maybe try to patch myself up some.
Greetings. Hey.
Mission. Save it. Make sure I press the right button though. Here we go. Almost pressed the stop recording button.
The better part of valor.
Let's see, what direction do I want to go first? Let's go right first, because he said to go left. And that's the kind of attitude I have with these kind of games. Always go the improper directions first before going to the main one. Will-o-wisp. I don't like these things. Sure you all know that. Get him.
Great.
Yes?
What? Don't even look.
Oh no. Oh, leave him alone, please.
Down.
That should work. Use the hold spell on him to keep him from causing more issues.
Yes?
You.
Aye?
Oh yeah, this one doesn't matter if it's nearby. I just need to...
Huh? Of course.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Horseman is worn, tattered, and the Kapana is faded. In this time of hardship, we must have as much faith in ourselves. We must have just as much faith in ourselves. I guess it's not a complete sentence. So I'm reading that wrong. Didn't seem like one.
Hey.
On your word.
I'm here.
I'm here.
Yes?
not working!
It's not working!
Not even slowing it down!
Huh? I? Hey. All right then. I'll see what I can find. Hey.
I'm here.
Grave does belong.
What? Not even slowing it!
Windbound spears flick away under the toe of your boot.
Easy now.
Spirit, nearby crystal lights the cracked mosaic floor in shades of orange, and at certain angles, a metallic symbol beneath your feet gleams gold. As you look on, the air shimmers as with the summer heat. The very dust and air seem to pull together into a thin, growing mist appears before you. Its rippling gleam, you sometimes think you can see the shape of a man. Features rendered in broad strokes of air and smoke. Who are you? Is anyone else seeing this? Strike out the form, aggressive, back away. Who are you? Voice sparks movement. Spirit surges with a sun blazing light, and the next moment you are somewhere else, your mind assailed with a sudden wave of fear and noise. You are in a chapter hall. Priests and the faithful have gathered in a great crowd, spilling into the hall. Bodies press against you, surging forward to listen. Your own grief is mirrored in the faces around you. Some of the initiates are weeping. Someone has snuffed the candles, and the room is dark, save for the podium, lit from behind. Two people stand behind it, lit in silhouette. A man is shouting, a voice so ragged with fear you cannot understand what he says. But the Retrix stands calm, unmoved. Her strength will see you all through these dark times. You feel that hope, like a spark behind your ribs. Somewhere behind you, someone begins to sing. Spirit tears itself from you with a sudden dizzying force, and you find yourself back before the ruined altar swaying. Spirit fades as soon as it appeared.
Shh. What's this?
Something here. Potion of Eldritch Aim. Accuracy. Okay, bloodstone, money. Endurance and health. Let's gaze. Percent of hits are converted into crits. That will probably go to me because I shoot pretty fast.
Hey, of course.
But we're out of time for this video, so I hope you all enjoyed and have a good day.